All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Today we got the second episode of Pilot's Log for the day. We have Shanyu, aka Lil Tyke, because he is the youngest person on the podcast that we've had so far. He was a middle school student, like a middle school eighth grader that went to Pilot City going into freshman year. The 2020 internship flagship program. So what's up, Shanyu? How you doing today, man?
I'm pretty good. How are you, Tim?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. It's hot and school is almost done, so I'm pretty good.
Yeah, it's nice. School is almost over.
All right. Like, do you guys stuff school?
Yeah, we do.
Oof. When do you guys get out?
We get out on the 9th, but it's pretty chill now.
Well, we get out on the 17th.
Oh.
Yeah, we got so late. We started kind of late though too. So we got.
That's true.
Well, I want to ask you, what did you do for your project, and who did you do it for?
So
Not
for
backwards, but
project last year, I worked with Shanyu, and I created a demo video for them so that they can market to potential clients.
Okay, so on the marketing video, what was it? Because we did me and my team, me and my partner, we did the Shanyu project too, and we didn't get it like at first. So can you kind of tell me what you did for yours at first?
Yeah, so for ours at first, we used Powtoon to create a video just displaying what exactly wayfinding was, and then also how Shanyu was kind of the best in their field or a rising company in that field.
So what does Shanley do? Like, I know what Shanley does because like we researched it a lot, but can you like tell everybody else what Shanley does?
So basically, they're a graphic design firm that specializes in wayfinding, which is kind of like signs, but more of a artistic experience for those who want like navigation.
Right. So like if you see kind of like the signs, like if you go to college campus and you like to see the signs like bathroom that way, auditorium this way, and then that whole experience just looking at those, or if you see like a map. So like that's what we understood, that's what we considered wayfinding, and we didn't like consider like the abstract objects of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know one of the things was to show wayfinding. One of the objectives of the project was to show what wayfinding was and market it channelly, and also to revamp their building. So we at first we did marketing. For us, we did marketing. We made posters with Canva, and then we revamped their building with a few murals. So, but you did the marketing one too.
Yeah.
So can you kind of tell me what you did for the video?
Wait, say it again.
Can you kind of tell me what you did for the marketing video?
Sure. So we kind of talked specifically about Shanley's previous accomplishments, and then also what exactly they were doing currently in wayfinding. We also detailed like some of the people, like Shannon herself. We put her in the video in like animated form, and so that's basically what we did.
Okay, so doing that, did you go with any skills?
Yeah, for sure. So obviously there's the technical skills like video editing, what the proper timing is, like matching audio to visuals. Because as our mentor, Brett said, if the audio doesn't sound right, the whole video seems off. Or if the visuals don't match the audio, once again, it sounds really off. And so even if the visuals are on point, if the audio is off, it just, the entire video as a whole just seems off itself.
Right. So, it's like I had some, well, in the beginning of middle school for me, I went to Roosevelt Middle School, and we got into this program where we got tablets for the whole year. We had iPads. So like it had iMovie on it. And like at first I didn't have an iPhone, like I had a Samsung. So like I was immersed with GarageBand and iMovie. So it was like that's all I did. I didn't pay attention in class. I had my earbuds in listening to GarageBand and making music. So then I started using iMovie and putting those together. It's like I love Star Wars. So I made my own Star Wars movie with it.
Nice.
And like I made like a Star Wars slideshow with like I recorded the was it like when Luke's looking at the binary sunset, I used that theme and like put it to like a whole bunch of scenes from Star Wars.
Nice. Yeah, I like that scene a lot.
Oh, that's the best scene in Star Wars. Like,
That's
if
so
I could, I would paint that on that wall right there. That'd be that wall.
nice.
But like doing that project,
Mhm.
were you nervous?
Well, yeah, for sure. So it was obviously my first internship, and so I was super nervous because I didn't know the
Right.
process at all. Like I didn't know anything. I was kind of going into it blind. I did have my cousin to help me, but it was still really daunting because
All right, your cousin does. Your cousin is in Pilot City.
yeah, she is. Yeah.
Wait, who's your cousin? I forgot.
Oh, Peru, Beta.
Pro. I think I did a podcast with her. Oh yeah, continue.
Oh,
I can continue. You can continue.
oh yeah, sure. Yeah, so it was very daunting because I hadn't done it before. Also, I wasn't entirely sure if I could handle it at that point because I was still in middle school and I was like, I have no idea what's going on. But then
Right.
quickly, because of how Pilot City is structured, it made it a lot easier to continue with the process. And so to reach that end goal, I was definitely nervous, but I think it was definitely a really worthwhile experience.
Right. And then like doing that project, I got to talk to Shannon a few times, Miss Shannon Hackley.
Mhm.
And then like she kind of explained to us what it was. And like when we did the murals, like to put on a building,
Mhm.
it was kind of hard because like me and my partner, we were terrible at like doing art. Like I'm better at words and writing, like writing paragraphs and writing poems. Like I was terrible at art, and then I started looking on how to draw. I started drawing things, and then she used both of our pictures as like her as her wallpaper.
Oh, nice.
Like
Yeah.
you
I
said,
think,
I have some
yeah,
right here that she used. It's
yeah,
called the
that's the
Twilight
one.
Lady.
I think so. Yeah.
And then I forgot what I used to color it because like I used color on it, but then I used the app for that. And like that kind of helped me get a little bit more confidence in like my artist skills. And like I've been drawing a lot more now since then. So like, is there any hidden talents that kind of were brought out by doing this project?
Yeah. So I would say I'm also like not that artistic, but I prefer writing. That's just
Right.
my take. But I think by doing this project, I learned that while I'm not so artistic per se, I do like video editing a lot, especially making, once again, the audio and video sound right together. Because when that happens, it just feels right. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that
Like,
collaboration.
exactly. Yeah. That sort of collaboration.
Like if you look at movies, like the music has to come in at the right time for that emotional feel.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like when you see Luke look at that sunset and the music comes
Yeah.
in, like
It's
your
you
heart
ready.
stops. Like you feel that.
Exactly.
And like that's I think if you like with like doing Pilot City, you learn so much stuff that you didn't expect to learn from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's like a galaxy, and like you can go different planets and
Yeah.
learn different things. So like I learned a whole bunch of stuff. Like I learned marketing. How to use I learned how to use Photoshop. I learned how to use Canva. I learned how to use what was it? What other stuff that we use? I learned how to do cold calls and cold emails. We did a lot of stuff, and like we were immersed in a like huge community.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what was your favorite part of doing Pilot City?
Well, definitely looking into the ins and outs of a startup, right? Like
Right.
just looking into how businesses just start. Like it's so cool seeing them grow from just maybe one person to having 15 people to having thousands of employees. It's so cool to see that journey, and we're like put right in the beginning of it. And so that's what I think is my favorite part.
Right. Like, did you go through the business model canvas with Debbie?
Uh, I don't think so. No.
Well, I think you should. I'm not sure if he's doing it this year, but if she comes back and does it, I think you should do it. Cause like we looked at like how to start a business also, and then also what to look for, like how to make a business run successfully once it started. So like looking for your client, looking for your market fit, looking for your niche, also looking for the right customer. There's been a customer and a consumer, and then it was like, whoa, like I didn't consider any of this stuff. Like I just like starting off was like paying for a business license and starting something. No, it's like a whole bunch of interconnected parts, and you have to learn how to innovate as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, is there like any people that you met that you could say like became a mentor?
Yeah, so Brett was definitely the person. So that was the one that Shannon assigned to us as because he was the resident expert on video editing.
Right.
Also, Shannon herself, she was very helpful and she really helped us to see how she kind of brought up the business from the ground up. And Kat, definitely, yeah, she was like our supervisor. So she definitely showed us how to deal with time management and organization skills.
Yeah, I think that's really important. Like time management skills, you
Yeah.
have to learn how to do that. I forgot what, I'm not sure if it was this weekend or sometime in class, but then we were talking about how students like all right, so like employers, they look at their employees that are teenagers and they say they spend too much time on their phones and not getting stuff done, and they manage their time better. I think that's the perfect thing with doing these internships. It kind of forces you to manage your time, but like
Yeah,
you will get fired,
exactly. Yeah.
and like your reputation will probably like be, oh, he's not good with time. He needs to learn how to manage his time and stay on track when he works. And like that's what this helped me with. Like I used to like I procrastinate a lot. Like I used to procrastinate so much. But then doing this, I learned that I have things to do. Like I've been hired by PilotCity, and I have things to do on time. Like I have deadlines.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when I do those deadlines, like when I was doing quotes, like and doing contracts for PilotCity, my thing was I had to send them. I had to like schedule them to send at 8 in the morning. So like the teachers and the or the principals and the school district can see them when they get on their computers for the day. Or like I was send them the night before. And then also like we had to have our toolkit had to be done by a certain date.
Yeah.
And like that was it was kind of hard to do that because like we had to keep on pushing back the due date because it really wasn't done.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think that was the only time we had control of that. It was our project that we had control of. But then I would not recommend that because like we had people waiting on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Now, I want to talk about the interview process because I think me and my partner went through the Shannon Lee project and we were this close from getting it. We were that close. But the interview, we said the wrong thing. So how did the interview go for you?
For us, I think it went pretty well. Like they really liked our project, but then I also think we said the right thing. So I think that was
Yeah,
definitely
we said most things right, except for like I think she was looking for like people with different minds because me and Hui had said like we had kind of the same mind, like the same mindset, and then like the whole like her whole demeanor changed. You know, like, ish,
oh
why would we say that? You idiots! But uh I think that was good because it wasn't what she was looking for, and I wouldn't want her to hire someone that she wasn't looking for that skill or that personality.
so
But yeah, what?
okay. Oh yeah. So my sister or sorry, my cousin, she really came off as more of the take the charge kind of thing and really artsy and artistic. And then I think I came off as a little bit more technical, but into art. So I think that's why she selected us.
Right. And then I think she had a whole bunch of good people on the team. So she didn't really need us. Like you need us. You got murals. So like you remember us. You remember us. Just remember us. So bye. So what did you do during your internship?
So during our internship, we kind of redid our project. So we didn't really continue it so much as kind of replace each part individually with higher versions of those. So higher qualities,
Right.
higher clips of those same things because they really liked our structure, but they thought maybe the content was lacking slightly. And so
Right.
they provided a lot of clips and a lot of real-time videos. And so we kind of implemented that and also timed everything right and paced it correctly.
Okay. So like they teach you some editing skills, like how to fade and
Yeah,
also how to match up sound,
exactly. Yeah.
and also how like to zoom in on certain things?
Yeah.
The camera
So
thing.
yeah, we used After Effects and Premiere Pro for the most part. After Effects to deal with any transitions or effects, and then Premiere Pro to put it all together.
Where I use some of those for our podcast because like for our toolkit, we did videos too. We did videos outside and we were very amateurs. Like we were so amateur, we didn't have mics and the wind was so bad we could use two of them. That was it. We couldn't use the
Oh,
rest of the podcast because of the wind.
wow.
And then the sound from the machines at what was it? Where we went, the landfill, the machines were so loud we couldn't hear anything. So we learned from that and we tried to clean it up as best as we could. It was just so bad that it was terrible. So I
Oh,
think that was a lesson learned. And now we know how we need to use microphones and also we need to find a better place to record podcasts and interviews.
yeah.
All right. So do you have any advice for anyone, okay, any middle schoolers wanting to join PilotCity in 8th grade or even 7th grade?
Okay, so for them, I'd probably say, uh, definitely first, don't doubt yourself. When you
Right.
commit all the way. Don't be nervous. Well, I mean, obviously you're gonna be nervous. Like that's just part of it. It's just like
That's
whether
the
you get
fun.
them.
That's the fun of it. Being nervous and just jumping in, I think that's the best part of it.
Yeah, obviously. Uh, but yeah, just don't don't think too much about it. Sure, be nervous, but don't think too much about whether they're gonna select you. Just put your all into it and go from
Right.
there.
Yeah, like I was very nervous about I'm very nervous about doing a lot of things. Like I still can't ride roller coasters, but I'm afraid of heights. I'm terrified of heights. Like I get over that. Like I'm gonna try to go to Six Flags in like the summertime now, like now in the summer, and get on every ride. I have to force myself to go into like my uncomfortable spots because I have to get used to being uncomfortable if I'm going to be the greatest businessman of all time.
That's true. That's really true.
I'm fine. I'm be the best. I'm gonna be the greatest businessman of all time.
Yeah.
What is your dream? What is your dream, man?
Well, I definitely want to go into business. I want to also start up my own company, probably more technical. I think that's just my preferred taste.
Yeah,
And
same.
yeah, just grow it up, become, uh, have the business be pretty successful.
Right, me too.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Shanyu, for coming. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
taking time
much.
out of your day and time out of your life to come to talk to me and tell people about it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Glad
Thank
to
you.
be here.
Thank you. All
Thank
right,
you.
I'll see you guys not next